All right, welcome back to yet another loadout race here today. We've got some high-end talent, high-end uh, uh, skill with Cap. We got Faku, we got Tylor, and we got Actor. Actor up in the top left, a racer who's just recently pulled off a huge upset with getting in first place in a loadout race against three people who were much higher ranked, right? Hadn't even finished a loadout up until last week, and it was doing really good. Now being tasked with an even greater challenge, right? Already had one of the greatest upsets just a moment ago. Now being tasked with facing three veteran racers in Cap, a veteran racer, and Faku, a veteran racer, and Tylor. Three racers who we have seen, for some people like Cap for a year now. Tylor and Faku a bit more recent, but have been doing the speed style for a very long time. And oh, is that spaces down on Faku's screen? Yeah, look at that. We got safer spaces for Faku, who will really want to have that, right? That's every 15 seconds you can get one free usage of your M2 ability, if you are concerned about losing health, right? So that's good for just early clears, reducing the amount of curse you're gaining. Probably not going to wait every 15 seconds all the time. Wow, look at that. The fruit value there. Just looking at Tyler's screen, instantly went back up to full health with the harvest. Speaking of this loadout, we see it's an okay loadout. My biggest concern with this is they don't have Tangling Growth, right? Being stuck with harvest, having a self-damage M2, this one can be okay. You can go pretty fast with it. Obviously, with the safer spaces, it's a little safer. There's two lunar pods. There's two lunar pods up in the top corner there on the map. And if I was racing and I saw that it's minus 50 credits, that's just being wasted, right? You're down to 170. So there's probably not going to be that much loot here. That with a Void Cradle, that's already 75. You're not going to need much money. I would probably activate TP after getting that safer space. It's maybe like one other item, just go. Here we go, Beetle Queen for Faku. We see down on the bottom left, Tylor bottom right also starting the fight. And they're probably just going to spam their abilities. The less Beetle cards that spawn, the better. But look out for that Golem that's going to spawn up top there on the bridge. A little scary. And yeah, there we go. Faku gets shot. Tylor in deep trouble, down to 26 health. One shot and Tylor's dead. Wisps are attacking. Golems are lasering. This is a terrifying situation to be in. Throw some apples down, though. Gets back up to a safe health, and there's the H0s band for the item from the TP. Tylor's going to be okay. Faku's going to be okay, both with a great amount of curse. But just dodging the shots that matter most. It's gonna be good. And Faku's actually going for a bit of a safer approach. Getting about the same amount of curse as a result, but yeah, there we go. Just decides to finish off these beetle guards. Meanwhile, up on the top with Cap and Actor, both with plenty of items. Look at these stage 1 items. I mean, it's really good. We see there's a focus crystal. We have a soldier syringe. We've got some crit, some mobility, right? All these items are helping in a decent amount of way, right? These are items. Some give base damage, right? Through the focus crystal, through the crit. The soldier syringe, able to shoot faster, right? Which means you're healing faster. A repulsion armor plate, minus 5 damage each time you right click, reducing the amount of curse you're getting very quickly. Right? Cap is a little, like maybe a minute behind, but already looted the stage. I mean, again, I probably would have done more of what Faku or Tylor did. Oh, there's a predatory instinct up on the top there that Actor found. Look at, it's while we got these three racers here, I don't think we've seen too much different from Actor. Definitely looting a lot. Very afraid of this loadout. That Actor's won more to full loot. And it's a safe approach. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be good. Right, we'll activate and start TP at like 5 minutes, but as a sticky bomb in there, the Predatory Instincts I think is a really good item on Rex with a little bit of crit. Right, greatly increases your rate of fire, which means you're healing more, applying more neurotoxin. And is he going to just spam the M2? No, he's not. Okay, he's just going for the M1 approach. And is actually going to attack the Beetle Guards. Gets 2 golems instead of 1. Yeah, I wouldn't be focusing down these Beetle Guards right now. I think it's something you'd maybe see happening in Monsoon or anything prior to Eclipse 8. But right now, what AKDRER needs to do, AKDRER needs to stop focusing them, just run away from them, dodge them, and focus down the Beetle Queen, right? Kills those 2, and okay, it's gonna get like 2 or 3 seconds. Thankfully, it gets a shotgun. But yeah, here they are again, another 2, right? And AKDRER just focused down the Beetle Queen, already would be dead. Or the boss, anyway. It's fine, though. There we go. I mean, it could be worse. Could have died. Could still die with all those golems making their way down. That's a 1-shot. Yikes. Oh, jeez. There's Bottle Chaos. Down at the bottom right, Tyler gets a Bottle Chaos, gets Wungus. I don't really like Wungus that much on Rex, just from how much you already heal. I guess it means you can get like that other Void Cradle faster, right? It's all 3 racers here at the start of spawn on stage 2 are opting just to stay near spawn, loot near spawn, try and finish out that Void Seed. You get a Singularity Band as Tyler has a freeze. I know Tyler had some technical difficulties in week 1, or in the last week, and I believe this race was actually done before that one. Funnily enough. Tyler does get the Singularity Band. Interesting. With a Fire Band, it's a little bit of AoE, I guess. It's a little bit of crowd control, right? It's making up for what the Tangling Growth isn't. Yeah, this was one before. There's a little bit of overlap between the weeks, so we might see some more technical difficulties on Tyler's end, because the internet was kind of acting up around this time for him. Everyone deathless though. Deathless stage 1 with Rex. Love to see it. Even AKDRER. AKDRER, who was like tied on the bottom of the leaderboard just a week ago. Right. Still competing. Still up in the running with the other racers. And even if he doesn't go through that Void Seed and just completely ignores it, right, isn't really missing out on much. I think the Bottle Chaos is a big miss, right? It's always really good if you find an equipment, right? You get like a Blast Shower. We'll see what this equipment is. Okay, a Primordial Cube on Cap. Not really going to get too much value from that already, having the Singularity Band, but I guess it's just more crowd control, right? Something that Rex normally has as a really big strength, just being able to clump enemies up, to be able to use that M2 with that, right? Right, isn't the most mobile. You have some mobility as Rex, but that's gonna help a little bit. We see the I think it's a Death Mark, the teleport event. That's gonna be potentially really good as Rex already starts with 2 debuffs. Boom. Already done with the TP, gets the Death Mark for Cap. We're now going to see Faku, the 3rd one to the TP. Starts it up, gets a radar scanner. And instant annihilation on the Vagrant. Really good damage. Nicely done. And also gets the Death Mark. I think the Death Mark's a good pickup. Oh. Faku has an incident. Now has a Blazing Rat. Oh my god, Faku getting really low in health. Lets that rat just bite into him. But thankfully has a Repulsion Armor Plate. Again, -5 per tick, per application of damage. Doesn't have to worry about dying from that. Would have been nice if there was pennies in there. Would have really accidentally benefited from that. Alright. Oh, I think AKDRER's going back for the Void Seed. Again, trying to play it safe. Oh, wait, no, that's the other half. Okay. Different spot. Ooh, a little early on the shift for AKDRER. Doesn't really mean too much, though. Tyler's over on Loot Island. Gets a Sticky Bomb. A Bungus that turns to Wungus. There's a penny printer. Was that a penny printer? Maybe it's stun grenade. He walked right by it and didn't print anything. Oh no, that's pennies. Ooh. I mean, stage 3 you got Scorched Acres coming up. And there's another equipment that gives you the ocular HUD, I believe. What is that? Yeah, that's the HUD. I like the idea of getting some pennies. I would personally be willing to give up one item to get some of that, just from the huge amount of value that you're going to be getting. Even if you lose like one goat hoof, you have safer spaces. If you lose one repulsion armor plate, you still got another, right? If you're cap, I think it's a miss. We'll see though. I mean, they're obviously, I mean, I've competed against some of these racers before. They've done more than I have. They've beaten me way more than I've beaten them. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So far, looks like a good loadout. Probably bad for AKDRER. Yeah. I mean, even if it's bad, though, what AKDRER needs in this situation is to find something that the others aren't finding. And the others, you know, AKDRER's kind of playing it slow, playing it safe. But the others, right, they're competing against each other. They want to try and find that one item that's going to set them apart while looting really fast. So they've been, right, they all went for that Void Seed and Spawn. Even having safer spaces, trying to get something like Polyloot. They got Singularity Band. I think 2 of them picked it up. Faku opted out of Singularity Band, kept the Fire Band. I think, personally, that's what I would have done. I like having Phase 4 skips. I like having a little bit of extra damage in there, right? It's still kind of AoE. So, right, the Singularity Band, I feel like you have to find more Vans right now if you're going to get value from it. Or, like, get a really good proc chain going, which Rex doesn't really have. Some other equipments... Oh, no, it's a tri-shot. We see gasoline. Oh, no, it's crit and slug. And gas, okay. Probably go... Oh, do you go for gasoline? Yeah. Having a third pair or a second pair of crit would be really good. There is a lot more crit on the map, though. Tyler at 4 crit. Look at him go. And starts the boss, has a little bit of lag, right? Again, that lag has been a problem for Tyler, and Tyler in trouble here. Using that repulsion armor plate to his fullest advantage, right? Who knows how much damage, how much health he would have left right now, if not for that wrap. It takes an oil orb. It's going to be okay, though. Procs the band, runs away, gets ready for the suck to come through, and with enough applications of M2, gets Mired Urn, which is huge for Deathmark. Let's go. I mean, look at that. You've got Mired Urn, right, if you're Tyler. You've got Harvest, you got Neurotoxin, and you got Gasoline. That's already Deathmark. And Deathmark, you know, it's something that people kind of downplay in terms of, like, potency. Aku is really at a slideshow right now. Oh my god. It's 50% damage multiplied on everything else. If you've got watches, if you got 5 watches, right, it multiplies off those 5 watches. Right, it's more than just a couple white items. If you die with it, you don't lose them. It's just raw damage. If you have drones, if you have empathy cores, any allies, they deal more damage to something that's Deathmark. Right, just really good. AKDRER coming back, getting the Bottle Chaos, getting some other stuff there. Is going to find the Singularity Band. Doesn't want it. Will he take the Wungus, though? He will. Okay, pick up the Bottle Chaos. There's no equipment around here. Oh, maybe trying to go for the Chant Shrine? What's going on, AKDRER? Okay, found the Daisy that I think Tyler found. Doesn't have enough money for that. Got to run away. Or not Tyler, Faku found it. There's a wrap for AKDRER. Tyler moving on to stage 4. Sundered Grove. I feel like, you know, having things like a gasoline. I think every racer except Cap got the gas. I don't know if Cap didn't see that tri-shop, or if Cap walked by it or took crit instead. But that's... Ooh, I don't know how it's gonna how that's gonna go in stage 4. Maybe the Vand is gonna be good just for taking out the larva for him. You only get that once every 20 seconds. So there's a yellow printer, Little Disciple. Oh my god. Okay, so by doing that, by getting rid of your Mired Urn, you are sacrificing your Death Mark. But as of now, to get Death Mark, again, that's still gasoline, needs to proc. That's still, you need to use Harvest. That's not going to happen every second, right? Oh, look out for that larva. Just getting kind of dragged along by the Primordial Cube. The cube that came out of the Ocular Hut. I thought Tyler might have accidentally kept the cube. The only person with the cube, though, is Faku. Jeez, we have yet another Little Disciple printer on stage 4. I think we saw this when I was casting with Cap the other day on that commando run. Some people ended up getting 2 of them. Some people just got 1. Cap actually gonna finish off the TP and enter stage 4 as well. Cap a couple minutes behind of the other racers. What advantages does Cap have over them? I mean, Tyler's just going. He's just running. And that's a lot of... Oh my god. That is a lot of larva. I don't know if one of those was an elite larva. Proc a Sommering on the Vagrant with the Bottle Chaos. And that with the crit. Gets Razor Wire. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's going to be good for stage 5. AKDRER at 2 gasoline now. Okay. I think at this point, I mean, AKDRER's going to need some help from some of the other racers as he's slowing down more and more as the run's progressing. Right, does have crit and gas and has double wrap, a lot of opal, safer spaces. Right, playing it slow, playing it safe. I think we could see AKDRER, you know, maybe coming a third if someone accidentally like double, triple, quadruple deaths. Assuming he doesn't die at all. Oh my god, Faku. It's... Oh man. Again, Faku did say he wished he could do this via Twitch and just stream. Right? Discord bitrate, I mean, or memory usage is a little high. A little bit on the high side of things, so... Right, his PC's really struggling. Hopefully his game isn't being impacted at all this way, but... It's on our side where we're definitely seeing the side effects. Yeah, if we did it through Twitch, we wouldn't be able to do this without everyone already knowing what happened. I'd have to like find a way to get people to stream privately. I don't know if that's a thing. Stream exclusively to Cheese, Mayan, Breach, and I. No one else can watch your stream. There's also a Genesis Loop printer. Are you kidding me? There's two yellow printers on stage 4. Little Disciple and Genesis Loop. Not really going to get much value from the Genesis Loop. You could just spam your M2. I have done that before. It is pretty convenient when possible, but I mean, what burst are you getting? What's your proc off the Genesis Loop, right? If you had ATG, if you had, you know, some other stuff, you can get some really cool value. A Little Disciple, you know, it's safe damage. You can usually sprint a lot as Rex. Could see something good from it. AKDRER going for the Void Cradle here. Gets another Wungus. Okay, so there's 2 Wungus Cradles so far. And 2 Safer Spaces Cradles, as Tyler also gets a Cradle opening, gets the spaces from it. There is a Void Seed on stage 5. We'll see if they opt to clear it as... Oh my god, Cap was unable to avoid the Wandering Vagrant. I wasn't commentating much on it because I thought He was going to be fine, but that's going to be a death, and now Cap has a problem. Again, Cap, the only one without gasoline. AKDRER has plenty of it. I mean, we'll see how he can handle some of the ads around him. He does have Little Disciple, which is kind of a good crowd control. Oh, no. Cap with a death. Again, Cap already got in 3rd place against K and against Faku just a week ago. Right? You really don't want to end up in a situation like this again, right? If you're Cap. Only got 2 points last week, and if you get only 2 points again, that starts to really hurt your chances of even being able to stay in the top 8. We'll see if Cap can recover from that. Does get the Razor Wire. Does finish off the bosses, the 2 bosses, and AKDRER here. Right, AKDRER's going to have to not die from these Templars, not die from these Dune Striders, if he's going to have a chance at taking out Cap and maybe securing himself a point. Oh, man. Oh, there is an ATG. Okay. Ooh, ATG off Little Disciple's also really good. 1.0 proc coefficient. You can see some value from that. That Void Seed, I wonder if anyone's going to be able to fully finish it out. Right, there's still, I think, 5 monsters remaining for Tylor. Cap, not even on stage 5 yet. 7 monsters remain for Faku. There's an egg. There's an egg on stage 5. With Safer Spaces, I mean, yeah, you get reduced cooldown. And it's not like when you have your Battle Chaos and then you use your egg or equipment, you're not going to randomly egg, right? It's guaranteed egg now. Kind of a safe option with that. There's a quicker cooldown as well, so you get more applications of Battle Chaos. And oh my god, AKDRER is really almost dead. Down to 180 health. Gets the Mired Urn, though. Is going to finish off the TP. Maybe might die. Keeps hugging these beetles and imps. All it takes is a double swipe. When you get down to this low health, when you're AKDRER, right, at like 300 plus curse, you might as well just start spamming your abilities, especially if you have a Pulse Armor Plate, because you don't really gain any curse from it. Because it doesn't do enough damage. Go ham. That's what Tylor's doing. Just spamming the abilities, getting all that Razor Wire value. Ton of AoE damage. Gets the boss killed, gets a Harvester's Scythe. Does not have one yet, so that's going to be a little bit more crit. Now at 46% crit total. No, 51 because the Predatory Instinct. Also a pretty good reason to drop the Ocular HUD, right? You're getting less and less value from the HUD, the more crit you already have. So I'm liking that play more and more as this run's going on. The other racers, though, don't have quite as much crit. Cap only at... Yeah, Cap didn't get the Predatory Instinct. Getting jailed by a jailer right there. Was paralyzed for a moment. Yeah, Cap doesn't have the gasoline. Uh-oh. Oh, Cap. There's a Void Touch parent next to a jailer. You need to run away from that. That is terrifying. Oh, jeez. Pretty hard to die with Mern. Yeah, I think so. Especially when you're Rex and you have Mired Urn, right? You can Neurotoxin enemies and then they slow down even more. And AKDRER's just spamming his M2 ability at this point. Is playing hard to hit. Just don't hit me, I'll be fine. Eventually I won't gain curse from my M2 ability. Faku's playing hard to get fame, hard to generate frames. Look at him, gets rocked right there. Stuck in the bubble, trying to commentate what's going here. Down to 200 health, I don't know if he's just using his M2 ability. Yes, he is. Oh, okay, so what Faku's doing is turning on his shadows whenever a Grandparent puts up the Flame Orb, right? We already see he's already struggling, his PC isn't the greatest. Has shadows off sometimes, but has to turn them off. Or turn them on whenever there's a Grandparent, so that he can know where to hide, where the safe spots are. I actually used to have to do this. I used to had to do it. Back in my old PC. Thankfully, we were able to get a new one. And what is Cap printing? Is that a watch printer? Looks like he's all... Yep. That's a watch printer. That's a watch printer that none of the other racers have gone into at all. I don't know if there's a scrapper. I know Aku scrapped something as of recent. There's Deathmark applied. Very nice. Still able to get Deathmark. How's he doing that? Oh, probably from Grandparent's Son. Little sun debuff. Oh, down to 30 health. Oh my god. Monster Tooth orbs coming in, though. And with the M1, I mean, that's the beauty of Rex. If you're low on health, especially in Eclipse 8, you shoot something 4 or 5 times, you're already back up to 100%. Not that 100% is really, truly 100%. It's a lot lower, but nearly dies from that blazing mushroom. And Cap also getting the egg, also pretty good on crit, right? Quicker cooldowns. There's a red Tyler Resonance Disc. Ooh. That's not going to be too useful. There is some value that can be found with that. With the egg. You can, or not egg, with the Bottle Chaos, you can sometimes roll a FMP, and if you get one of those, then Resonance Disc can pop out. From that, you could maybe see if you can get like an ATG or something else. There's a chance for a huge burst of damage, as Tyler is the first one to the moon. Aku and Cap only just starting the TP, not really struggling anymore with those watches. I can't tell. I think he went into 3. Definitely single digits. Just dealing so much more damage. So much more damage that Tyler doesn't have, right? Tyler didn't print a single watch because he didn't see the printer. Right, 60% makes a huge difference. We were just talking about Deathmark earlier. It's like, having those watches is like having Deathmark up 100% of the time. AKDRER rolls egg off of Ocular HUD in the TP now. In danger, gets hit by a Greater Wisp. Might die here. There's a lot of jellyfish. 4 jellyfish all blazing. Take out AKDRER as another wave of them come in. Look out, AKDRER. There's like 4. Oh my god, they're literally everywhere. This is not a jellyfish event, but it feels like it right now. The director's just choosing nothing but jellies. Good news for AKDRER, back up to 100% health. Right, doesn't have any curse, okay. Well, already at like 50 curse. But it's a lot better than being at like 200, right? Had a similar problem that Cap had. Could have been worse, though. I think a lot of racers in those kinds of situations will see them die like 80 times and then just DNF. Right, AKDRER isn't necessarily one to do that as of late. Right, has been playing smart, been playing well, and we've been seeing that, right? Maybe not in the greatest position for oh, look out for those larvae. Oh, just focusing a lot on that Vagrant, wanting to finish it off. AKDRER finishes off for real there, and it has a clean arena. But as that was going on, Tyler here already in the Mithrix fight. Has the ATG, has 1 APR, has 2 Singularity Band, and is getting launched into the air so many times by Mithrix. Look out. Will we see this little Disciple be used much? I'm thinking a lot of it will be on Phase 2. But, oh man, if you don't have a Feather, and you don't have good speed, it's just so hard to really get in there. We'll see it during Phase 3 when Pizza's going on. Yeah, Singularity Band, just applying a lot of value. I think a lot of value that maybe I wasn't thinking too much of. With Safer Spaces, that's cool, right? To have Safer Spaces, it's cool to have Opal. But when you get launched into the air and just smacked around, right, as Rex, you're not going to be able to really outrun Mithrix that well. Singularity Band right there, boom. It's like 4 or 5 seconds when Mithrix would normally run at him. Just able to shoot at him. When Mithrix would normally go up, just able to shoot. And that versus 1 Fireband, I mean, I don't really see too much value from the Fireband, other than Phase 4 skip. I think it's going to be the biggest one. The biggest thing that the races will be missing out is the free Phase 4 skip. But I'm definitely liking Void Band. I would have not taken the Void Band, but in the end, in this loadout in this one, I think it's the right choice. As Faku takes the... Okay, tougher times for more safer spaces over taking a rusted key. Not the most interesting of takes or anything. Nothing super crazy going on there. Just trying to get some more survivability. Again, no feather. Oh, and finds a wood spray. I think that's really good. With safer spaces, you can just do a spaces skip. But if you do end up getting like a vase, if you do end up getting something like that, you can just speed up your pillar skip by so much. Gets a leeching seed. Huge. And huge is also Cap's damage. Already almost done with Phase 1 Mithrix. Where, I mean, Tyler is using that ramp really well, but had to spam his M2 ability a ton. It's going to have a pretty rough Phase 3, where we could easily see Tyler take a death. That's scary. Tries to roll something good for Model Chaos. I'm not sure what it was. Was it a Molotov? No, because you don't see any of the flames on the ground. And Tyler is suspended in the air. Has 1 second. It's not going to be able to shift in time, but it doesn't matter when you have next to no health already as your max HP. You can just shoot something 3 or 4 times, get back to full health, and not die of fall damage as Tyler's going to finish up Phase 2, but now has to deal with Phase 3. I feel like if Tyler doesn't do the spaces tech, and as AKDRER, oh no. Okay. Parents don't have very good needle tick damage. Lesson learned for me. Oh, okay. Faku does go for egg. Just wants a little more survivability, a little more safety. Gets less bundle chaos products from that. But, ooh. Interesting shift from Tyler. Knocks Mithrix clear to the other half of the arena. I don't know if that was like a shift off Void Band or something. No, the band wasn't even up. That was good. Oh, was that an ATG off the Resonance disc? I don't think so. I think it was just off the M2. Yeah. If you're Tyler at this point, in this part of the Mithrix fight, only 177 max health, you're gonna die really easily from the escape sequence, right? I think something good would be just spamming your abilities. If you die, you die, but you can also get a really quick Mithrix time. And then Phase 4, Spaces Tech, and get him back. Don't die on the ship charge. Ooh, that's dangerous. The Cap's catching up, right? And Tyler's going to need to not die because as of now, unless Cap double messes up, it's going to be a Cap W unless Faku can finish his fight in 5 minutes. Right? Faku hasn't even started the TP fight yet. Struggled a little bit, looted a little bit on stage 5 for just a bit longer than some of the other racers. But Tyler, down to 134 health, gets Mithrix stuck in the Void Band, gets a few seconds out of this. All this time is thanks to Void Band. Got like an extra 4 or 5 from there. AKDRER took a second death. I didn't notice it, but that's really going to hurt for him to have any chance of maybe taking over Faku if Faku dies a lot, right? But something could still happen for him. AKDRER playing really competitive in terms of real time and not real time. Cap does not get the Phase 4 skip off Shuriken. I didn't have one ready until it's too late. We'll have to do Phase 4. And Faku's in the fight. Faku, who has 5 minutes to overtake Cap, assuming Cap doesn't die. Yeah, Tyler did the tech. That's perfect. Tyler's going to win this. Right, that was the one thing that Tyler needed to do at 112 health, is do the safer spaces tech. And because of that, yep, that is clutch. That is a huge play on Tyler's part to recognize the situation, to see this is bad, Phase 4 escape sequence, I'm going to die if I do not do this. Right? Or very easily could die. Right? All it takes is one unlucky wall when spaces is down. I guess maybe 2. It's a prey on. But Cap also finishing the fight, going to run out, and I mean that one death on stage 4, that Genesis loot, or the Vagrant who blasted him, right? Really affecting his run. As what could have been a second place finish is, I mean, could still be a second place finish, but it's not going to be able to deny bonus points from Tyler, who's at 34.50 real time. Cap a whole 10 seconds ahead in real time and has the death. So it's going to be up to Faku to be able to deny a bonus point for Ty the Truth Lore, who's going to be able to come in first place for this loadout. GG to Tyler. We'll see what Faku can do, though. Has watches, has the ATG, has the APR. A very similar setup to Cap, but didn't take the death. Maybe hid some of the deaths in between the frames here. Can't quite tell what's going on there. And Tyler's done. We're gonna get a time here. 35:12 is the time to beat. Oh, time to deny, I guess I should put up. It's going to be 40 minutes and 12 seconds. There we go. And a 40 minute and 39 second for second place. So we'll put that up as well, 40:39. So those are the times that Faku will be looking at. As for AKDRER, time to complete, we'll put that up in a bit, but that's going to be closer to about a 75 minute, which AKDRER still has half an hour to do. We'll go ahead and change the scene here so it's AKDRER and Faku, which I need this one. Ooh. There we go. Oh no, AKDRER taking a death from a Glacial Brass contraption. Oh, look out. Stop standing still so much. You gotta keep running. You gotta keep your circle going. You don't want to take any more deaths. Already up to 51 minutes. And Faku just really having a field day with his computer. Oh my god. This is... It's like one of those Flipnote studio productions. AKDRER took a hosting +5. Faku teleporting through the Mithrix fight. So AKDRER's now up to 57 minutes. Faku with 3 minutes of time to go to be able to deny not only bonus points for Tyler, but also to be able to deny second place for Cap. Cap, who barely just finished behind Tyler by a few seconds. By okay, maybe not a few, like a dozen seconds. Right, had a good time, but just that death on stage 4. Right, down to 2 minutes for Faku. Faku, who will need to be on the ship by about the 40-minute mark. Right, we'll need to maybe not necessarily get a phase 4 skip, but we'll need to play this out well and play it out fast. Mithrix is getting ready to go back to the center of the arena. Faku, who does have Fireband, can perform the phase 4 skip if he does it successfully. We'll see what happens. Oh no, it's not going to be able to do it with only 4-1. Yep, there we go. Band cooldown is annoying sometimes. Yikes. Is getting ready to use that pillar. There it is. The pillar is used. Safer Spaces is down. Faku is going to use the Safer Spaces tech. And we will see if he can make it to the ship in time. Again, needs to be there by the 40-minute mark to be able to deny Cap second place. Going to need to be there by like 39 minutes, maybe a little bit over 39 minutes. Oh, it's going to be so close. I think Tyler's going to get a bonus point here. Faku's going to have to be super fast. We'll see. I mean, load times as well. It's going to be a tough one. I don't know. Faku opting just to do this technique, which is sometimes faster, but not faster if you get a good... Oh, it is faster. Ooh, we saw that in the past. Okay. That's just straight up faster than taking the best portal if you get it. Okay, I know we saw this in the last Risk of Resources race, which was a difference between K getting a point and not getting a point. But we'll see if Faku can pull it off again and be able to use this technique to generate even more value. Faku, who gets some of the most value from that egg technique. Learned it from Cap himself, he said. Can he do it here? And as for our gamblers in chat, I mean, Who's going to be able to get second place? It could be Cap, it could be Faku. It's not going to be AKDRER who's going to get in 4th place, but it's going to be able to potentially finish this run. Has until the 75-minute mark, which is another 15 minutes to be able to finish. Definitely doable as long as you don't die. Right, but at 4 deaths, you know, it's really just kind of tilting, knowing that you didn't die that much until stage 5 with the triple death during that TP event. With one of the hardest, most difficult loadouts in the entire game. Is going to fight. Oh, geez. Oh, look out. It's happened to AKDRER in the past. Saw in week 1 really just struggled with Lunar Chimera. He was on a commando loadout. First place had like 6 deaths. Oh my god. Okay. It's something 57. Which means bonus denied. I think that's 3957. I can read it. Wow. Yep. I can confirm. Faku getting a 39-minute and 57-minute run, going to be able to deny the bonus point, or for AKDRER just from being able to do that. I mean, had another 15 seconds. We also know that Faku's computer being a little slow, once his load times are removed, has a little bit more of a removal than some of the other racers. But that's going to be that for him. We'll go ahead and watch AKDRER for a little bit, as I will hand out some channel points, as we have confirmed to know that it is Faku who will come in 2nd place. Not even a minute ahead of Cap. So 2nd place, that's going to be Faku. We'll go ahead and hand out channel point, or not channel points. I mean, I already did hand out the channel points. The standings, as Cap is going to get 1 point, as Faku is going to get 2 points, and as AKDRER is going to come in at 3. And time to complete is going to be a 75-12. Can AKDRER do it? We're about to find out. It's taking the a classic approach, right? Could do the safer bases host skip technique on Rex. You could do that in the head stopper position. It's really struggling with the trees hitbox. Its colliders are really weird. But it's gonna boost up. Might have enough. Will definitely have enough if he looks immediately down and uses his shift. But that's already enough. There we go. Nicely done with the egg skip. Is AKDRER, who is going to enter the fight, has 13 minutes to get Mithrix dead. See what happens. Immediately shifts himself up. That's not a way you want to start the fight. Not the end of the world, though. Only getting 11 curse, but you really got to calm down, or not calm down, but stop doing that. Could have used the bridge there to soften the landing, but opts to use the egg and try and get Mithrix that way. Takes a lot of swipes here. Ooh, but that's Death Mark in a second there. Very good application, very good knowledge of using the fruits to be able to apply more debuffs. And the most difficult part of the beginning of the fight here is almost done, as Mithrix is going to get below the 75% threshold. There it is. What items can we look at here on AKDRER that some of the other racers didn't have? One thing AKDRER has is mobility. Has an extra energy drink that the others didn't find. Has 3 hooves while the others had 2, and 1. Right, so definitely the fastest of all the survivors, or all the racers. Maybe not in real time or in terms of deaths, but definitely in movement speed. Right, just finding those items throughout the run that the others didn't necessarily get to see. What other things does he have? He's got 3 sticky bombs. The other racers have 1. Yeah, and that would be Tyler, who only had the 1. Right, proc chain's not necessarily the best on Rex, but it could get some cool value. If he gets a little lucky, could maybe see a sticky bomb off of an ATG. There was a Praeon that came out there. Hello. You know, it's very hard to predict the Prayon from Volcanic Egg. It's going to hide from Mithrix, and accidentally, I believe that's going to be a Ramp Cheese. Not done necessarily on purpose, that's going to be a little bit of damage. We'll make sure that doesn't happen too much more for AKDRER, but he's probably going to make sure not to do that either. Using the egg to proc bans. You can only hit Mithrix once or any enemy one time with the egg, by the way. If you try to go back and like loop through and hit him again, it will do nothing. Which is kind of weird, but it makes sense. In terms of a video game perspective, you don't want to like have double hits happen. And uh-oh, almost eggs right into that hammer. Down to 10 minutes, doing pretty good damage though, the Mithrix. Factor's able to finish this loadout. I think it's going to be really good. Right, unfortunate that Tyler was racing today, right? Or, you know, otherwise AKDRER would have another 4 minutes to be able to finish this. Finally know how egg damage works? Yeah, it's really complicated. And oh my god, AKDRER just going right behind, somehow doesn't die from that hammer swipe. Gets a super massive leech proc, getting Giga healing right now. Almost was able to get Death Mark, but not quite able to do it. Still has the fruits on Mithrix. There goes. This is going to be a deathless phase 1. Almost. Here we go. Will it happen? Look out for the needles. Opal save. Yes. Phase 2 begins. This is going to be a tough one. We saw Tyler really struggle with this and take a lot of damage. We saw some of the... Cap didn't really struggle too much. Oh, wait, so many repulsion armor plates. These wisps barely do anything. They might curse him if he gets hurt too many times. But yeah, it has like 3 repulsion. Able to take out the first wisp. Down to about 8 minutes. Look out for the exploders and the golems. Those are the ones that are really going to be able to hurt you. Losing spaces is... Oh, that's a Jade Elephant roll now off the bottled chaos, though. Gains a lot of confidence from that, but now out in the open, and I don't know if he's going to be able to live this. Is successfully able to. Wow. And oh my god, no, there it is. The exploder got him, and now down to 3 minutes. What was really, really dangerous, was really, really close. Just, no, almost gonna die again. There's just an exploder just right behind him. He can't even tell, he can't even see it. And now this other wisp is coming in, gets the shot, and that's gonna bring him over 75-minute mark. Mayan is on it, and that's gonna have to be a poor, unfortunate concede for AKDRER here in the first loadout. GG though, a really good attempt, but just phase 2 is a whole different beast that takes even some of the better racers, like there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of trying to figure out and learn and understand. Definitely a really good effort, and we'll see if AKDRER can pull off something in the second loadout. Again, no bonus points, which definitely opens up the door for an upset still. GG. All right. Welcome back to Loadout Part 2. Or Loadout Part 2? What am I saying? Second part of the race. Here we've got Bandit with... Is this full? No, it's almost full default Bandit. Has the serrated Shiv, though. Has Blast as the M1. Or as the... as the M1. And we've got Lights Out. Sadly, no Desperado. I don't think we've had Desperado all season. Throughout this the entire hosting league. It has yet to show up. So we'll see. Maybe today could be the one. You never know. But we've got Blast, an ability that a lot of people don't really like, aren't really used to. A lot of people, they play Bandit, they're like, I'm going to spam the M1 as fast as I can, because I've got a shotgun and one bullet will at least do 125% damage. Blast, you gotta be a little bit more patient. You gotta get that rhythm down. It's kind of like a boom, 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 boom. I don't know how fast that is. Maybe every like third of a second you can shoot and be perfectly accurate. Yo, what up, Booth? Still saving the points? Alright. That's fair, too. I gotta get some more channel point redemptions out there. We got some ideas. But here we've got in Loadout 1, a green item, ATG, up on the top left. AKDRER is in a good spot here. The first one with the ATG going to be able to do this entire stage 1 before anyone else finds that. Assuming they find it. Who knows? That's clearly on the other half of the map by the cave. I don't know if anyone's going to go over there. Maybe. It's a little bit of a walk from there to the TP. But that is nice. And there's a blast shower as well. Ooh. If you get some bans from Aqueduct banned from pot rolling with the ATG into a blast shower ATG. Whew. That could be good. Stone Titan is the boss for stage 1. There is a watch, right? That's pretty good damage. A thing about Bandit, and specifically the Shiv, I know I was talking a lot about using the Blast, but I think one of the abilities that's even more important, and it's going to affect the way these racers play, right? Blast or Burst, I feel like Bandit still essentially plays the exact same way. You know, you just do a little less damage up front with Blast, and you deal a little bit more from far away. And maybe you get some more potent M1 procs when they do proc. Maybe a little bit more value from Crowbar. But the Shiv changes everything. It is so easy to apply Hemorrhage as Bandit with a Shiv. If you just get some movement speed, get some raw damage in the form of watches and APR rounds, or AP rounds, and maybe just one backup mag, Mithrix just melts in the course of maybe a minute, minute and a half. You don't need anything, right? It's just all about the movement speed, and that's it. And AKDRER finds another really hidden green item. Gets a Gore Stone? Wait, Cap. Why is Cap's watch a different color right now? What's going on here? Cap's at 1 point right now. Cap really needs to be able to win this run to do well, to bounce back after getting in third place last loadout, and takes a, not necessarily a death, but it's a watch loss. It isn't going to be able to get the ATG. Is it going to be able to get the Gore Tome? Oh, no. Ooh, I mean, we'll see if even the other racers are going to find it. Baku at only $122. Running around scouting, hasn't even found the blast shower yet. AKDRER really high on money right now. Opts to get mobility over a goat hoof. Oh no, yeah, over a watch. Gets 2 goat hoofs actually. Baku gets a little bit more money generated. It's going to get the hoof over the watch as well. Doesn't want to break it. Okay, so the only one with the watch who is done with the TP is Tyler. I was going to be the only one to be able to make it to the next stage with a watch in hand that is not broken. Cap going for a quick pot roll here. Might be able to land it. It's a really good idea to do this right now while there's not too many enemies. Right? You don't want a beetle or something breaking that. And oh my god, Tyler! He found the ATG. Now, none of the other racers are going to find the Gore Tome, which could be really good for AKDRER, especially AKDRER who likes to play a little bit slower than the other racers. Cap just found a blast shower. Yeah, there's a second one on stage 2. And oh my god, where did that come from? That Titan Fist nearly takes out AKDRER, almost dead. Oh geez, do not go for that item. You need to run in circles right now. You need to turn invisible, and you need to kill those blind pests and wisps and everything that is so much harassing. Oh no. There's no healing for AKDRER. If AKDRER gets hit by even a wisp, that's going to be dead. A death for AKDRER. I believe it was either a wisp or just a sour spot from the golem laser. That fist just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it. From the golem. It's dubiously accurate. That's what they always say. That's what they always say, at least in the month of May 2024. And there goes the Lepton healing. If just able to survive for a little bit more from that, would have been fine. But now just has a death under his name. Has an ATG, though. Right, 2 of the racers don't have that. Cap doesn't even have a watch. No one else has the watch except for Tyler. And an actor trying to at least, I mean, is getting participation points just for showing up to races like this is a reason why we hand out a point even to 4th place for the standings, for the leaderboard. Because, like, if I was going up against Cap, Tyler, and Baku, and I was in an actor's shoes, right? I would just say, screw it, I'm not even going to get anything. I'm not showing up. But here's actor, right? That's a chance to maybe do some sort of upset. Might be able to get a 3rd place. And his typing, that was literally, I'm assuming he was trying to say invisible or BS. That was thoroughly important. Or I think he's saying another form of dubiously accurate. Oh, thoroughly disappointing. Yeah. Well, the good news is, again, I mean, Cap does have the bans. Right, none of the other racers have it. It's a really hard play on this map. I think it's a really huge setup what Cap did, just immediately getting that one pot rolled. Right next to the TP, right? That pot's probably going to break on everyone else, and we could see Tyler going in for it now. Right, a little bit later, so there's going to be more ads, more chances for wisps and other things to harass him. Almost has the pot on, trying to just ease it on. Come on, buddy, it's not that hard, and it runs away. It's how long is Tyler going to be patient with this? Kills a beetle, more beetles spawn. You got to kind of go around on top of the rock to get this one down from this angle. Doesn't have any AoE items, which is the good news, right? You can kill enemies that are up close to this. Baku finds a crowbar. That's going to be really good. And Tyler. Oh, I mean, that's just also really good for him. Cap a little bit ahead in real time, but yeah, there's the other blast shower there. At least Actor will be able to go on. Assuming he finds that equipment barrel. All the racers just a little bit behind of what Cap's doing in real time. Cap trying to, I don't know if he's just trying to speed up things, having lost that one watch, having lost that 20% damage advantage. Gets a Ruckler. A Ruckler? A Rose Buckler? It's Ruckler. Oh, right, for English. So he's Ruckling up. Get some armor on sprint. Everyone else will get that from the TP. Oh, gee. Actually, another concern for Actor, right? Who's probably thinking about that stage 1 death, right? Had to type in chat that it was really disappointing for stage 1. Thoroughly disappointing. Right, and now we'll have to roll a pot and get both bans in order to be on par with the others, right? A blast shower that will soon be found. Incredibly important of a find. I mean, Actor's just, I don't know if he's looking for the other button. Trying to see where is it. I checked every spot. Haven't found it yet. The other racers, meanwhile, ooh, is that Crowdfunder as Actor's equipment? That with ATG could be kind of cute, I guess. It's not really much. But opens up the door for some hybrid bandit builds that you normally wouldn't see. Tyler finishes off the boss. Doesn't have that one watch, though. I mean, even... I guess the ATG is the big difference, right? The Cap's already on stage 3. On Sulfur Pools. Right, dealing with his Void Seed? Yeah, they're Void Seeds. I almost wanted to call it a camp. I think their in-game name is Void Camp. Ooh, there's the blast shower there. Where Actor goes back to the Crowdfunder, though. I really don't like Crowdfunder early, mid, even borderline late game, maybe, within speedrunning. You gotta really know what you're doing with it. The blast shower is gonna be a good pickup. You could catch on fire. You can get slowed. And it's just an insta unslow. Yeah, oh god, look out for all those pots, Actor. Cap is going to get, from a rusted box, a Hunter's Harpoon. It's going to be able to use the sulfur pods to actually speed him up a little bit. Yeah, get that time save. Boom, shot, boom, shot. Ooh. And gets an infusion every one he shoots. It's +1 max health. AKDRER is really getting pushed back by the Stooge Strider, though, and this horde of blazing Lemurians is going to be able to try and cross through. Isn't able to run in a straight line, though. Has to run back in circles around it. And oh my god, he's almost dead. 62 health there. One shot down to 19 health as AKDRER running back. Oh, you got to keep going. You're going to die. Yeah. Stood still for a little bit. The pots came through. Just was really focused on those Lemurians, and that's now 2 deaths for AKDRER, who you know, had a really good week 4. Just we'll see what can happen here. Hopefully he's able to stop the Siphon, and maybe something really good in this build can happen for him. As every racer starts to lag a bit, Lions internet's cutting out a little bit, and as it comes back, as the bit rateage is over, that's going to be a +5 for AKDRER. Now at 3 deaths here. You really can't afford that many more. This Stooge Strider is just really, 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 really being a nuisance, a huge pain. And just now, Tyler and Faku, with only a 2-second time difference, make it to stage 3. Another death for AKDRER, who's essentially at death's door now as the Dune Strider goes back up to half health. Even more than that earlier, and just all these wisps, you gotta take them down. You gotta stop the tilt, right? You just focus a little bit, play it slow, play it safe, right? It wasn't until the 4th or 5th death during the Mithrix fight on phase 2 where you were forced to concede, but now already at 5 deaths, you're gonna have to be really up there in terms of fastness. You just, I can't stand inside the Dune Strider either. This actor just gives up everything. Might go to type something. Does not. Gets the Rose Buckler. Unfortunate. Yeah, you don't want to be standing too close to those. I mean, at that point, right, you can't really judge too much of what's going on in AKDRER's screen. I think it's not representing, like, his actual skill at this point. It's just tilt. I think he knows that. We've seen him deal with Dune Striders in the past, and he's done fine. Just getting those early deaths, right, is already disappointed to getting the 4th place. And now, just with all that, knowing his competition, it's going to be really rough for him to even get a finish, and I think he knows it. Speaking of our other racers, though, right, as both Tyler and Faku are on the TP, Cap gets the Capacitor. That's huge. We'll see if the other racers can find that, but Cap's the furthest ahead in real time, right? Needs to really go fast, and you can see it here too, right? I was casting with Cap a few days back, and he was talking a lot about how in the hosting league you don't really got to go fast unless you've got really tough competition or if something's in a bad situation, and points really, really matter in this league, right? If you've got a bad race, it's less about just trying to get those reps or get practice in, and it's more about you gotta win well. You gotta do good. Getting 3rd place is really important, or 2nd place could be really important here in the long term, right? You want to stay in that top 8, and to get 2 3rd places isn't going to be good for him, right? You could at least beat Faku, and if you get in 1st place this loadout, with a little bit of help from Faku, and maybe with AKDRER, right? Doesn't know where AKDRER's at right now, but from the help of him or from Faku, could end up in a tiebreaker round against Tyler. Faku only needs to get in 1st place to be able to guarantee it. Doesn't need any help at all, right? His fate is still under his control, assuming he just does good, doesn't even need bonus or anything, and, I mean, doesn't have the ATG. Cap has a time advantage, but Tyler's got that damage advantage, right? And it's almost done with the TP. We'll see what he goes for. It doesn't have the capacitor. Right, if Tyler doesn't find the capacitor, I think we see a situation where Cap could easily take this. Can we get an audio redeem of H0sting Royal Caffeinator? When did I say that? Did I just say that? Oh my god, the encrusted key from stage 3 is Polylead. And suddenly, now with 2 Polyleads, that ATG, which could be really, really, really good, Tyler is finishing off the Void Seed. It's going to be able to find that once he gets through these. Where's that? Encrusted key there. Now at 2. Ooh. Cap opened up the rusted box and got the Hunter's Harpoon. The Hunter's Harpoon that got rid of the other key. Cap is not going to have another encrusted key on stage 5 unless he finds one from the Void Seed on stage 4, but I don't think you want to go for a stage 4 Void Seed when you already got Polylutes, when you've got Bands, when you got Capacitor. I think you just kind of got to go with this movement speed as well. Right? Has everything in check. Maybe just missing an Opal, missing a Safer Spaces. Maybe you go for it to try and get a Safer Spaces for a Pillar skip, but yeah, I mean, Pillars aren't going to be that long. As Vaku also gets the encrusted key. And his actor takes a death, I'm pretty sure. No, loses the watch. Almost dies. From the shift alone, you gotta be careful as Bandit on this stage. Those sulfur pods, they deal a lot of damage and poison. They'll take you down. I think it was it Wally on week 1? We saw die to his, like, he just straight up shot a pod as multi, I think. You said it a lot last stream. The Royal Caffeinator? RC Cola? Come on. Okay, it's the Royal Capacitor and the Royal and the Remote Caffeinator. Jeez, I'm sorry I messed up. Baku not going for the blue portal. Just gonna go through just like the other racers have. And I mean, Tyler has a whole stage he has to do, right? Is it behind by a lot? Cap deciding not to go for the Void Seed, as it's going to take a lot of time. I mean, if Tyler finishes off this Void Seed, gets something cool. Wait, is there something cool? I see there's a Void Touched Vagrant on Tyler's screen. But not only that, but there's also, I saw, what is it? A Void Potential? Yeah, there's the Polyloot. Polyloot and ATG. Right, double Polyloot nonetheless. Actor's just getting into Deathloop zone. Not really thinking too much about trying to stay alive anymore, just assuming everyone else is going to do bad, and he's pretty much out here. Right, just trying to... There's an ATG printer. Okay. Well, it's Cap's lucky day, I guess. Because now that one advantage of having that ATG from stage 1 that Tyler had, it's now gone. We'll see what this Void Cradle gives. As it's... Oh, Plasma Shrimp. Oh, geez. Polyplasma just available on stage 4. Okay, that actually opens it back up for Tyler a little bit. Has an extra watch over Cap. Right, Cap, who only has 2. Cap does have a little bit more movement speed, though. I kind of like that movement speed a little bit more. Especially with no pillar skip in hand. It's going to be a long time just to do pillars. Between the two. Now, actually getting kind of a little concerning is Baku, who only has 1 watch. Doesn't have the capacitor, right? Every racer has the capacitor right now, except for Actor, who will likely get it on stage 4 here. Yeah, every single ATG that's printed, it's going to turn into a Plasma Shrimp. I don't know how much you want to go into that, though, right? You don't want to lose the bands with Royal Capacitor. You guys are starting to confuse me. Kept trying to deal with a Void Seed that's inside the TP. Might be able to get something. Might be able to find a Plasma Shrimp anyway. And might be able to get a Safer Spaces as well. Depending on how many enemies are left inside that Void Seed. Yeah, he's at 5 right now. Faku finds the Plasma Shrimp as well. Only has the 1 right now. Right, Faku definitely has the least amount of damage of all the racers. But also has good movement speed, just like Cap. Oh, there's Encrusted. There we go. Goes for it, gets the Polyloot. Sees it right away, Polyplasma, boom. In the course of 20 seconds, in the course of literally 20 seconds, gets Polyplasma and knows that he must leave. Or does he? No, he wants the... Was looking for any other potential things. And oh my god. What? Are you kidding me? Oh man. That was actually a really, really, really good Void potential that Tyler missed out on. Tyler, who did not have enough healing or just not enough patience, gets another Polyloot though. Thought about maybe going back for the key. Thought about maybe going for Wungus to get you a little bit more healing, but no, it's just 50% more Polyloot. Now at 3. From holding on to that extra key, from not picking up the Hunter's Harpoon. It's in a pretty good spot. As this run is just staple DLC, right? You see watches, you see Polyplasma, there's some Opal, right? Everything in the book is right there. These people are fighting Shungites. Oh, the grandparent literally just spawns into its own death. As it spawns inside the Void Seed. That's hilarious. Okay. Cap did finish off the Void Seed and got a War Banner. I think there was a Teddy Bear as an option. Actor frowns in chat, not very happy with this run. Just trying to finish before some of the other racers do. Completely misses out on Polyplasma. Just knows that he has to go and try and finish first. But, I mean, it's probably going to end in that DNF. Now sees the ATG printer and knows that if there was any chance that the other racers were going to struggle, it's pretty much over now. I think it's going to go all in. Tyler opted to only go up to 4 Plasma Shrimp. Did keep both bands, that's probably why, right? Didn't want to lose those. Has both bands, has 4 Plasma, has... What was up for grabs? It was Lepton, Stealth Kit, Razor Wire, a Regen Scrap. Could go back for a 5th if it's actually worth the time. It might not be, depending on where it's located. I would say if it takes like 20 seconds total, 10 to go out, 10 to go back in, then it's worth. Faku teleporting through time only has the 1 Polyloot. Didn't even get a ukulele. Unlike like Cap and Tyler. Yikes. It's gonna open up the other Void Seed and get the Wungus. Okay, so it's Wungus and Void Band. Yeah, they definitely don't want the Void Band this time. And it gets a tougher time. I think the tougher time is the right call. You can have the War Banner for slightly better damage sometimes, but it's Captain. Cap's now gonna go for... Oh, he was just preaching against this. I guess didn't have the drones near him, but with Soul Pillars, you just kind of want to play the pacifist route if you can. Right, definitely has some scary things to deal with, and now getting crippled. Oh god. Cap, this is Cap's one chance to really take the lead here, as none of the other racers have a Pillar Skip, misses his Capacitor shot, and has to deal with this Perfected Chimera Wisp. But it's just so fast, and every time he tries to get behind the stupid thing, or every time that he tries to lightning the stupid thing, it just moves. But I think it's now focused on the healing drone instead of him. No, it's definitely on him. Yep. Turn invisible, I could help. Man's a capacitor, at least on the non-perfected one. And there he is. He's back in the pacifist mode. Not getting shot, not getting hit. It's kind of dangerous as soon as like a golem or something takes aggro on you, like it is right now. Oh my god. Really just takes a lot of damage from that wisp that decides to take aggression. Finally gets the lightning in though. And with a few shots, gets it killed. Okay. Only 38 curse for Cap, but he's going to be able to get through that. Wow. That was... That's terrifying, but it's what you gotta do sometimes. Right, and here we go again, right, with the healing drones in play. Right, Faku and Tyler both need to do this as well, and even AKDRER, who's going pretty fast, right, needs to finish it first, but every second that he pauses and starts typing is losing that chance and that opportunity. Right, as he realizes there is no skip and will have to do pillars We'll see. Okay, okay. Says soul any percent. Uh-oh. You know what that means. We're about to see a lot of +5s up in the top left. I'll say that, alright? And Cap, who finishes off the other Void, or Soul Pillar, I think something that's really crazy is just how much our knowledge on Soul Pillars has evolved. Had this been a year ago, we would have been super aggressive towards the enemies. We would have been like just constantly trying to kill everything and just taking forever. But now, as AKDRER falls to his death, right, just trying to play as fast as he can, just get to the Mithrix and finish the Mithrix. We'll see if he can. If he can, he does at least get a placement. It's not a very pretty placement, but it's not a DNF. Does matter very slightly in the leaderboard. It's good to play Pacifist. Now, doesn't have a drone. You do need a drone to do Soul Pillars without attacking. Otherwise, everything's just going to go after you. And yeah, here comes Cap. Look at the damage. That ATG printer was just huge. That find with the Polyloot as well. I mean, got a Polyloot proc on either a capacitor shot or it was a lights out shot. An ATG off of lights out. One of those things. Right, there is Slayer on... Oh my god! Oh my god, did you see that? Was that an ATG that procs Polyloot? Cap's done. Cap's done with phase 1. The huge RNG value there. For Cap. As Mithrix just melted. He did not stand a chance. With that many. Oh man. Cap's gonna be done so fast if he can keep that up. If he can keep that luck up. But maybe one of these other racers that have the poly, have the plasma. Right? Assuming that none of them die. There's still a chance, maybe? I mean, no. Cap's only one with the ATG. Everyone else has Plasma Shrimp, except for AKDRER, who, well, you know how AKDRER is. And there goes Cap. I think he got another Polyloot proc off of an ATG. Mithrix is already halfway dead. Has a capacitor ready. Is going to pull it out once Mithrix starts. It's going to be sure to be behind Mithrix. For Pizza, I don't even know what hit that time, but Mithrix is already almost dead. Is not shooting during Pizza, is trying to dodge the ads. Doesn't want to throw this speed, right? Didn't go for that one Void Seed, probably thinking that maybe some of the others would have gone for it. Needs to use this time. That he didn't go for it for good, but doesn't want to kill Mithrix, is being really careful. We'll see. I think that ban proc was a little early. Oh, tries to bait Mithrix into the center and doesn't get it. It's in there. There's Pizza out. Oh my god. But now Cap just needs to be calm. Needs to be steady. Needs to not get hit by Pizza at the last second. Cap, are you kidding me? Trying to go for the phase 4 escape and just doesn't get it. And just doesn't get it. Zinks it. Full on 100% Zink. And because of that, well, that gives a 5-minute period. For both Tylor, for Faku. Trying to go for a greed in the center, and it does not pay off. Just does not focus. And that is not good for Cap, who is now done with the Mithrix fight and doesn't even have a good portal. That is kind of a good thing. The worst portals there are, that's going to be more time that it's going to take Tylor to be able to get to the ship. But just really need some of the others to mess up, and we'll see what can happen. They have Opal, Cap does not. They have just so much more damage items, and ouch, unfortunate, right? And this was Cap's chance to get in first place. Had Cap gotten in first place, right, would be up at 4 points. Tylor, I mean, is looking like he's gonna get 2. Although I don't know, Faku's a little bit ahead. 3 seconds ahead in real time and already done with phase 2. Faku would have most likely gotten in second place, assuming no deaths happen. And if that's the case, I mean, I guess we'll still have to see how phase 3 is, but that would have been a tiebreak for Cap. That would have been a tiebreak round to be able to try and get first place, but now instead of that is looking currently at getting in third. Oh, man. Both really close in damage. And oh, but something else happens as Tyler, the only one deathless now, as Faku takes a death and is taking a little bit more damage. Might die again, is able to finish off the pizza. This pizza is lethal. It is ruthless. But here comes Tyler. Can he handle the pizza? It's probably going to be the last pizza that he will have to deal with. And it's just chill. Chill as a cucumber. Doesn't have to worry about much. There's no ads. Doesn't have much movement speed, but it doesn't matter. Mithrix is just going to die, and what was looking like something that could be close between Faku and Tyler for another tiebreaker, right? Two different situations for tiebreaks to arise. Unless Tyler really messes this up, it's going to be completely his to take, and he's going to have to grub for anything to happen. Oh my god. You can figure it out, Mayan. You got this. There we go. Timeout's called. Actors immediately getting ready for the concede. I think he made it to phase 3. Really got close to being able to finish before Cap, or finish off Mithrix before Cap did. But, oh, I don't need to pause this. I don't know, I was thinking out. Is that 36-17 for Cap? Oh no, speaking of Cap. Oh no, Cap, I'm sorry. Don't spoil it. I don't know what happened yet. Tyler might grub it. Oh wait, this might actually bring it down to other tiebreakers between Faku and Cap. With Faku taking that death. Hydrate time, sure. I appreciate the raid. Welcoming everyone to the conclusion of a loadout race between 4 really well-known racers. We have AKDRER up in the top left. We've got Cap, we got Faku, and we got Tyler. AKDRER had to concede, so we'll do that. Yeah, time to beat is 36-17. Cap, who finished like easily 2 minutes ahead in real time, just full on zinked it, and because of that, I mean, ooh. We'll see. I mean, did Faku, who died in the first loadout? Because it might come down to deaths between Faku and Cap. With Faku also zinking. Or not zinking, but just dying during pizza. Right? That ties them at 3 points apiece. I think bonus points are going to be denied on Tyler. Tyler, who really needed this the most out of any of the racers, right, had to completely miss week 3. Right. Let's see. Here we go. There's their ship charge. Oh wait, I've got the wrong loadout on this one. Here we go. But as both are charging the ship between them, 38, 49. Yeah, Faku's definitely getting in third. And Cap is going to be able to deny bonus point from Tyler, as Tyler's going to finish up at 34.05 with load times removed. It's going to go down to a 33.40? 33.44. So bonus points are denied, as Cap is just 2.5 minutes behind that? Just about. Wow. Even with the death, came pretty close to pulling off a win. Right? Could have maybe got a bonus point even. Well, maybe not quite. As, oh. Okay, we'll just pause it there. So that's going to do it for this loadout race. Wow. Cap got 1 death on loadout 1. Yeah, we're going to have to go down to that. It's going to be down to those tiebreakers. We got to figure it out. Once on the first loadout, it comes down to deaths in terms of tiebreakers for second, since we don't do tiebreaker rounds for like second, third, and fourth. And 1 death, no death. And because of that death on Rex, That one Genesis loop, that one incident where he zinks it. Cap is going to have to come in third yet again. Unfortunate. But not unfortunate for Faku here, who also needed this win. Needed at least to be able to get in second, right? And just GG overall for that, for both racers. Well done. Insane finish to an insane race. GG.